everyone. I am Boss Babe Keela.
And I'm Girl Boss Lena.
And I'm Bond Girl.
And you know what that means.
It's bringing all the
Whine
boys to the
Down
yard.
Wednesdays. We're bringing all the fake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, "It's better than yours." So I have my travel fly cup.
She got a cup.
Pick it up like
She
a
got
milkshake.
a cup. It's late Wednesdays, y'all. You know.
I know. I'm sorry. No, there's no alcohol involved yet.
Yeah.
Might be some weed for Lena, though. We know how she rolls. All right. All right. Oh, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Uh-oh.
Public proposals, romantic
God.
gesture, or unfair pressure. Under pressure.
A little of both. A little of both. Oh, okay, so not unfair pressure, but unfair, like, damn, my man didn't do all that for me. Like,
okay. I could see how this question could go both ways. Now, if you really, really love the guy, okay, yes, it's absolutely a romantic gesture. But what if it's somebody that you really didn't like? You're just still dating them, but then you find out they have all these feelings for you, and then they propose to you.
Why would they be proposing?
got a whole story,
Okay,
Jessica.
I have
a whole scenario.
I have a story because there was somebody that I had talked to for a few months, right? And
oh, you didn't know y'all was dating like Jessica?
So what had happened was, yeah, you know, okay, yeah, this could be a Jessica story. So what had happened is I had, oh gosh, I don't want to go through that story, but anyhow, so I was talking to this person for quite some time, like for a few months or whatever. Okay. I wasn't really looking for anything serious because I had gotten out of a serious relationship. So I was just, you're just talking to them, not a big deal.
Right.
This person hits me with the "I love you." Crickets. Because I did not feel that. I didn't feel the same. I was like,
yeah,
that's hard. We went deep, and I wasn't trying to go deep like that. I mean, we friends, like, I mean, cool, but it was like, it freaked me out. So if the person that you're talking to or you're dating, maybe you're at a different place in the relationship before.
Yeah, but that's a big difference.
Yeah, but okay. But even somebody saying "I love you" or somebody, but I'm just saying, like, the feelings could, you could be with someone but not really think, okay,
so y'all just not on the same page.
Yeah, you're just not on that same level, and then here they go making a big gesture to propose to. I mean, y'all saying Coming to America, Lisa wasn't trying to marry him; she felt pressured into it, and it's the same thing.
Okay, but when she found out how much money he made, Black Oprah,
I'm talking about the king of songs.
Then she was like, it was okay. You know,
no, I'm talking about Daryl, Mr. Sometimes a woman needs you to take charge, show what to do.
Right.
And Lisa was like, she said, yeah, because, it was in front of everybody, but she wasn't fooling with Daryl. She was already in love.
Okay, so that's what I was going to say. If it was a big to-do and a big hoo-ha, and I really was not feeling the guy like that, I probably would not make him feel like shit by saying no in front of everybody. But once we got into a private situation, I would have been like, look, that was not cool. We are not really at that juncture yet.
How do you, okay, so if you don't say yes in front of everybody, everybody's going to know your answer is no. So either way, he's kind of got egg on his face. So
I got questions.
Okay.
But would he rather have egg on his face in front of a bunch of people or just you?
But to me, I'm trying to figure out if y'all not on the same page, and I don't know, baby, I'm just overthinking. Just go with me. But if y'all aren't on the same page, Why would he even consider proposing?
That's a big leap. That's what I was saying. That's a
Okay,
huge.
but you could have been dating for a long time, right?
But if y'all haven't talked about marriage, why would
But
he
that's
be
the thing. The
proposing?
question didn't say whether we had talked about it or not. It just said
Then you
public
messed up
proposals.
anyway. Don't
Maybe he wants
assume.
it to surprise you and
You
say,
can do that, but I
you the
would
love of
rather
my
be
life,
like,
Jessica.
I
I
know
love
what
you.
Okay, so I'm gonna
no.
just say this. I'm gonna say this.
Hold
As a woman, one, you know when your man is cheating,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and two, you know when a ninja like you.
Of course.
Period.
unless you're
Period.
me.
Unless you're Jessica.
Unless you're Jessica. Unless you're Jessica.
Oh, wait. This one, okay, this scenario could be all around Jessica because Jessica like, what? Who? Oh no,
No,
you
But
want to
again, I
propose to me.
also don't like attention. So I'm like, if you know me and you plan on marrying me, you know not to
don't
do
do it.
that.
Don't do it publicly like that. Also, but
I've
here's
Man,
the thing:
I've
you
never
you
had a public proposal.
but just like the cheating thing, you know when somebody likes you. There
Of
are
course,
signs. But
absolutely.
so you get a you can feel when somebody likes you or when somebody likes you.
So here's
So
the thing: when my husband that I'm currently married to, I love him pieces. But the first time he told me I love you, it shocked me because I didn't expect that he felt that way about me at that time, And we had been talking and dating, and I really, at first I was a little shocked. I was like, "Oh, he does?" Like, I knew we cared about each other. I knew that we really liked each other a lot. But when he
what
said
you
it, I was
just
like,
said though, but what you just said,
yeah.
you could have felt it coming though, because you mutually liked each other.
Maybe eventually, but I didn't think so as I didn't think so at the time that he said it. It was kind of like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
Right. But
were you
That's different than
open
a
to it?
proposal, huh?
were you already feeling that way?
I did. I have a love for him. I just was like, at the time though, I was like, I was just kind of shocked, I guess.
So if he would have proposed to you at that time, would you have said no?
I don't know because I was still getting to know him. I still had a lot of questions. And again, because I've been
Right.
married before, I wasn't quick to just like let me jump back into
There's
this
a
holster.
difference. You're more.
There was, yeah. So I was
Yeah.
like, but at the time I did love my husband. I was like, okay.
Right. Right.
I didn't be like, oh no, I don't, crickets like I did the other guy that said I
But
love you.
it wouldn't have come. But the "I love you" didn't come out of left field, is what
Mm,
I'm saying.
Okay,
it
yeah,
wasn't
I
from.
get
I
you.
mean, maybe a little bit, but not too much.
Right. But
Okay.
if he were to all of a sudden at that time be like, let's get married, that would have come out of left field.
I would have been like, oh, I
Right.
need to
But
see.
that's what I'm saying. As a woman, we know, we know,
Yes,
we know
yes.
when
Oh,
certain
actually,
things are
okay. Funny story. I take that back, and I will tell you why. Story time. So when he did actually propose to me, I did not expect it. We had gotten in not a bad argument, but we had gotten in an argument that day because we went to San Francisco,
happening.
and we got stuck in horrible traffic because it was a holiday. It was 4th of July. So we got stuck in horrible traffic, and my car was a stick shift, and I let him drive my car. And he waits to tell me that he had never driven a stick shift in San Francisco, which, if you've driven in San Francisco, that's a big deal.
And driving a stick
So,
in San Francisco is not the move. It's not
no.
the way.
So I'm like, we're
To go
kind
to
of
Bay
on a hill.
Bridge.
And I said, have you ever driven a stick in San I mean, we weren't on a big hill, but he was like, no, have you? And I'm like, no. So it was like, and then I had to pee, and we were in traffic for like almost 2 hours. So I'm just like, at this point, I was irritated. I'm like, so you gonna wait till now to tell me that you don't know how to drive a stick in San Francisco? First of all, this is your first time driving up here like that. And then secondly, I need to find a bathroom. So I'm fussing at him, like, fussing. And we get to this restaurant, and I think to myself, oh, Keila, he's never gonna marry you. That mouth of yours is gonna get you in trouble because I let him have it because I was mad. So, anyways, he orders our food and orders me some wine. And it's a really cute little restaurant. So we just stopped in because he was gonna let me use the bathroom. So anyway, I go and sit down and I look at him and I'm just thinking, oh God, he's never, you know what I mean? Because again, we had gotten this whole argument and he asked me to marry him that night. Oh, that's so sweet. It was the sweetest proposal ever. And there was like a little fireplace there. We were having wine. It was just really cute. And it came out of nowhere because I really didn't expect him to ask me after I figured him out. Because I was like,
but just at that one time, you chewed him out. But overall, feeling that you got from him, it was not unexpected. It was going in that direction.
Yeah. I mean, we had been together for a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
It started going, it went in that direction. We were together for about probably like a year and a half before we actually tied the knot. But
yeah,
but it was funny though. I was shocked when he asked me. I was like, oh, you really do like me.
So I think that the public proposal thing, though, if he had done it in like public, like how they do the sign that flies overhead with the airplane, or if you're at a baseball game and they put it on the the jumbotron, "Mary, will you marry me?" or whatever, it's kind of like,
see, to me, that's not romantic. That's not. I wouldn't care for that because I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of a private person myself.
it just makes it more, you have to know that the person is going to say yes, because you don't want
you do have to have a conversation. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't be getting married to somebody without first talking about, hey, where do you see this going? Or, hey, these are our, when maybe one day when we get married or something, like there has to be some type of conversation. It can't just literally be out of nowhere. Like, oh, by the way.
But when I see other people do the public proposal, though, sometimes a part of me thinks it's sweet. A part of me feels it's just like over a little much.
Where's Jessica's sign that says
I don't need to be, like I don't need to be privy to that. You know what I mean? Like it's none of my business. But then a third part of me makes me feel like, well, damn, a little jealous because my proposal didn't go that way. So I kind of
really depends on the relationship you have with your partner. Maybe you're like, okay, so my husband and I, we were very like only a couple. There's not that many people that even knew we were dating when we were dating. So there was only like a few friends because we had been married before. So we didn't really want people in our business like that. You know what I'm saying? So we had like our family knew and like a few friends knew that we were. And so to me, it would have been awkward had he proposed to me in front of all of my friends. That wouldn't have been my thing. And I'd have been like, this is not even the nature of our relationship. Like our relationship isn't on display like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And even now we're very,
it takes a certain type of person to be that out in the front like that, though, like a narcissist type of person,
or just feel like it's like
a look at me type of person, you know what I mean? But that's why I said sometimes I'm just like, oh, that's cute, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm in your business and I don't need to be there. But then again, I'm like, oh, I'm a little jealous. Mine didn't do anything like that. You know what I mean? So I got three inner workings going on with that, like that. I don't know.
No, and I feel it. I mean, I guess if it happened to one of my friends, and I've seen it happen to a couple of my friends where their dude proposed to them in front of everybody, and it's really sweet as sunset and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, that's them. And that may work for them, but again, it wouldn't work for me because I am not a person who likes to be on public display.
What about you, Jessica? You want somebody to pass you a note?
Check a box. I can see Jessica. Will you marry me? Check yes or check no.
They can do what I would love and put it in a milkshake. Put the ring on the cherry part.
Y'all hear that now, right? Y'all single, eligible, well-to-do bachelors out there. Put a ring on that.
But make sure it's good, because if it's a bad milkshake place, that ruins the moment. Because I'ma still drink
take her to Sonic.
Yeah, we go to Sonic or one of them, the little fancy ones. I'll take Dairy Queen.
The girl comes roller skating up.
Yeah,
the music's playing. Now, see that I would want to be front and center for. I would be like, please film it because I need to see Jessica's face.
I'll be looking exactly like I look now. I'll be happy on the inside, but
she'd say, "Oh,
no, she go,
yeah, thank you.
Jessica, will you marry me?" And it's got fountains of milkshake, just spouting milkshake, and she's just like, "Yeah,
sure, okay."
See, that's what I always worry about in moments like that. That's why I'm like, I have to have somebody who understands me. Because if you cry, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be real awkward. I can't comfort you. So if you want it just to be a moment, it's not gonna be that. It's not.
I'm done. Hilarious. I love it. But I think that's cool. I don't know. I maybe I wouldn't say unfair pressure, but I would say it does put some type of pressure on you when you do it in front of everybody.
It does. It does.
It does put a type of
pressure. You got to be confident. Because if the person says no,
yeah, you got to be.
Or did y'all see that story? I think it was on Instagram, and people, they had their proposal, and I think it was Fantasia, some popular singer sang, and then like a couple weeks later, they both got arrested for like fraud and tax evasion and stuff.
Please tell me they weren't black.
Real elaborate proposal.
Please tell me they weren't black. Please tell me.
I'm sorry, but they were.
My people, my people.
I do.
Stop making us look bad.
Wow. You gotta love it, man. Well,
not arrested for taxes.
Life, bruh.
Dead in the water. Dead.
At least they get some conjugal visits.
And on that note.
Oh Lord.
Next week.